Hi there, Anne here from Zevo Health. Delighted to join you in Cornmarket today. In this particular video, we're going to have a look at self-care and what that means to us. Now, self-care can mean lots of different things to lots of different people. It's good to look at what it means for you specifically, both from an internal process and also from an external process. There's lots of different benefits to self-care. It can help us to reduce stress and anxiety and depression. It can help us to build resilience, all of those good things. But often we don't give ourselves enough time to work out a self-care routine or to integrate a new part of our structure that includes self-care. Sometimes we might think that we're too busy, we can't deal with another thing on the list. Sometimes we're putting ourselves last to the list. But really to have self-care as a necessity, as a part of our structure that is there, that is non-negotiable, it's so useful for us when we're thinking about emotional well-being and when we're promoting positive mental health for ourselves as well. So, like I say, there can be an internal process and an external process to what self-care means to us. Now, the cliche of self-care is the bubble baths and the face masks and all that sort of stuff. While that's great, it can also have a deeper meaning for us. So perhaps it is creating emotional boundaries for ourselves. Perhaps it's slowing down. Perhaps it's taking rest or having those conversations with ourselves where we are more self-compassionate or we're prioritizing ourselves more. It can also lead into areas of mindfulness and creativity if we're creating or carving out a space for ourselves where we're being kind to ourselves and we're allowing ourselves to immerse ourselves in an experience of enjoyment or an experience of creativity or something that is just an experience of relaxation. We don't need to have any conditional aspects around it. We just need to think, okay, is this something that's going to be good for me? Is this something that's going to allow me to get in touch with myself or to allow myself to take those breaks and to take that rest? And if so, then absolutely do it. Now, self-care can be a very subjective experience, so what is right for me might not be right for you, and that's totally fine. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to explain it to anybody. If it's something that is allowing you that respite and is allowing you that time for yourself, then it's something that you can start to integrate gradually over time. We're not looking for any kind of overnight changes here. We're just thinking about baby steps all the way. Bringing it in, especially if you have such a busy lifestyle and if you're working long shifts and if you don't have a lot of time for yourself because you're on autopilot and you're flying around the place, then really it's about that gradual process of bringing it in. And it's not something to punish ourselves with either. If it's given you something that is useful for you or that is good for you, then absolutely go for it. Now, like I say, there can be those internal processes when it comes to self-care, but also the external process when it comes to self-care. If you're one of those people that thinks, I'm in charge, I'll take care of it, I'll look after myself, I need to do things by myself, then maybe it's time to have a conversation with yourself and see, okay, I wonder, can I delegate? I wonder, can I be open about the stresses that I'm dealing with? I wonder, can I connect with people in my life? So this could be your colleagues, could be in the workplace, it could be your family or your community or anything like that. So it's just extending those connections outside of yourself and really connecting and bonding with those people that are in your life. We all need a support network. We all need that system. We all need people to rely upon the same way that we would provide that support and provide that help for other people as well. So if you are in the market for looking at self-care and you're in the market for looking to integrate or implement something new into your life, slowly does it. Something that you can be done through baby steps to integrate it gradually into your life. Also, tap into that self-compassion piece as well. See if you're allowing yourself to take rest. See if you're allowing yourself to even entertain the idea of self-care. Or are you telling yourself, I'm too busy, I'll do it when I have time? Really, there are ways and means of bringing these things in, even if it's 5 minutes here, 10 minutes here. You know how busy you are. You know that you're running from job to job and you're running around, but you really have to think, okay, can I spare 2 minutes? Can I spare 5 minutes? So if you are in need of some care, really just take those steps to take it, whether it is that internal process coupled with that external process. So minding yourself and allowing yourself to be minded as well. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully there's some useful tips in there. Take care and see you soon.